Hi guys, Seraph here, and I'm back in Wartune. Now, there's been I've been working, so I haven't been able to come out with videos, but I wanted to do this. So, most people like me have troubles playing, especially when you work. So, I decided to show how you could do that and still be able to play, and not really enjoy it so too much, but advance a bit more without having to put on like 2 or 3 hours into it. You can just put in 2 hours before you go to work, leave it going, have it blitzing, and when you come back, it's all done. You already got your 100 devotion, and you pretty much did everything you need to do to properly advance. Also, I really wanted to show you this. I am going to show you how to get more kripkes, which is a big problem right now in Wartune. Apart from buying them, it's kind of hard to get, especially from your guild or anywhere else. So, here's how you get these. As you can see right now, I finished blitzing. I do have 2 kripkes in here with a few more extra items. Now, the perfect way to do this is simply by choosing your very first quest in a map. For me, that will be Blood Knight Canyon. You do this, you get more drops. As you can see, there's a whole lot more to drop. There's more items to recycle, use, or do whatever you want with them. But this one in particular usually drops Kyanite, more Daru, more gold, and it especially drops kripkes. So one thing that I always do is I try to get my stamina back. You can do this from the altar. Go anywhere and get your 60 stamina. As you can see, I have 0 right now. I already did it. I was able to do it beforehand. So you see, I won't be able to get any more. But if you have like 160 stamina, chances are you can get 2 to 3 crypt keys, and lowest chance you get 1. Maximum that I've gotten is 4 out of 160. So you guys could go in, blitz while you're getting ready to go to work or do anything you want. Even if when you're eating, you can just blitz it real quick, get your crypt keys, and then go back to your city and do your forgotten catacombs. Get your gems, get more XP, get more items. So yeah, the more crypt keys you get, the more items you get, the more rewards, the better it is, the faster you level up. Now that's mostly what I'm gonna show you right now, but I'm also gonna try and show you a lot more. Now then, we're gonna do jewel hunt. This is by far, if you're gonna get any certain item that you want, soul crystals, mountain training whips, runes, this is the perfect place to get it. The rewards are all depending on how many points you get. As you can see, 10 points, 4 soul crystals. The more points you get, the more rewards. The higher you get, the better the rewards in here. These chests each have, well, you can see right there. For the first one, level 2 gem pack times 2, mountain training whip times 5, soul crystal times 10, fate stone times 5, and jewel hunting shard times 1. Now if you want to advance yourself, you definitely need jewel hunting shards. You need 10. Get a self resource pack, I believe it's called. I'll show you in a moment. You get that. You can get Mara. You can get whatever you need for yourself. But yeah, you could do this in less than 10 minutes. That's actually less than 5. You can actually do it. It's quick, easy, and pretty simple. Doesn't take too much time, so if you guys want to do it, you guys can go and do it without worrying too much. Oh, I screwed up there. Anyways, it's kind of took it anyways. So what you want to do in Jewel Hunt, you need to get as many gems as possible in one go. Get a 4 or a 5, as many as you could possibly get. The more, the merrier. See here, we got a 5 right here. Now all these right here, the points right here, that's how many points you need to get the chest. As you can see, the maximum is the level 5, and it contains a lot of rewards. Now it's pretty hard to do that without adding attempts. As you're gonna see, I can only get up to 300 right now. Might get up to 700 with some help from my friends. Might not. But right now I'm mostly aiming for soul crystals and mount training whips. That's my sole aim right now. I want to hoard as much. We already had a soul crystal event going on beforehand. I wasn't able to show it to you guys. But if that event, you guys could get more gems. Which once you synthesize that in a different event, you will get more training whips. And it's pretty much a cycle between those three. Now you want to have as many as you possibly can to get the maximum amount of reward. You could do it by jewel hunt. You could do it by circuit quests, which most of you guys think it's time wasting, and well, it is time consuming. But if you have the rewards, if you hoard enough, you can actually get more rewards. You could increase your battle rating faster, and you guys could probably at a low level, you guys could probably get a pretty high battle rating at the same time. So that's one way of doing things, and but you guys could do. I mean, you guys could do whatever you want. You know, play however you want. Also, I also got this little thing nagging me right now about Wartune. They kind of screwed many people over. This latest patch is coming out, the 13th. By the time you guys start watching this, it probably already came out. So I'm gonna talk about that. But before I talk about that, I am going to continue talking about what I'm planning to. Showing you mounts, which I definitely want to show you today. Showing you also a few extra items that you will want, and we have an event going on, so I want to talk about that. Now you guys could probably skip ahead and get to the patch if you want to talk about it or want to see me talk about it, or just keep on watching and we'll head that way in a little bit. Now I really don't know how this get help system works. I just try to get people who have like a high friendship with my character to help me, because I kind of get more out of it. Like I used to get like 200 more points extra added, and that's pretty much, that takes me up to 700 usually. Other times it won't, or it probably won't, just keep it low, pretty low. But I mostly try to get people that I'm really friendly with in terms of friendship. But as you can see right here, I just got 20 points. It's not too good, but it's also not too bad. Of course, gotta be polite and say thank you. But yeah, now these chests, they contain gold chests, mount training whips, soul crystals, and fate stones. So it's not too bad. The more points you get out of this, the higher level the chest is. It's gonna go from lucky iron chest, lucky I believe copper, silver, and gold. What was the highest? I believe gold is the second highest. There's another one, and also the amount you get increases. The higher you go, it's gonna go from 2 all the way to 3. Anyways, collect it after that. Oh, it's full. And start sorting your things. Most people try to put it all into a vault, leave the guild, and keep it in the mail. That's a pretty good idea, but most people don't want to do that. It's a bit of time consuming, and they don't want to waste the contribution or whatever they have on their guild. But it's still a good way to do it. Now as you can see, I have 950 saved up still, and I'm going to add a whole lot more right now. So might get it to all the way to 1,000. Yeah, it's definitely gonna go over 1,000. So you just want to keep it together. Keep it together. Put as many stacks as you can. As you can see, I have over here around 1,585 total training whips. Now this will get me pretty far if I use them right now, but I really want to save them up. Next event comes, I use them, I might get more soul crystals, and the more I get that, more training whips I can get in the future. which is like a long-term plan to increase your battle rating in a fast and effective way. But you guys can do whatever you need to do. If you want to do it, it's pretty simple. It's a bit time consuming, but it's by far the most useful way to do it. Yeah, I just won't go into it. So one of the things that you will notice as well are the bound items. Bound items and unbound items are two different things. You will need to stack them. They will not stack otherwise without you doing manually. Now this was because they were going to add an auction house at the beginning but decided not to do it. Now if you guys do play the mobile version of the game, you will notice there is an auction house on that game. And more, you can sell anything you want as long as it's unbound. Once it's bound, that belongs to you and no one else but you. But yeah, so yeah, you want to keep as much as you can for a few items. Items like fashion charts, you definitely want to keep them. Increase the amount you have, and you can use them later on. Especially into refining your clothing, which gives you even more and more boosts and buffs. So you want to increase that and use it for that. Insignia, you usually can use it for many things in the, what is it, arena shop. Right now I'm also using it to get my level 60 epic armor shard. Now I did start playing this about a year ago, but I stopped because of my job and I stopped for like 6 months. Pretty much stayed the same level. I was level 55 at that time. I did not increase too much. I did not have the time to get enough insignia, and everybody just went up in battle rating at a quick rate. So I wasn't able to catch up, and I'm still not able to catch up enough to the point where I can pretty much get this in a small amount of time. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So it's not a big deal. Now let's see what else could I put in here. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now the event that we had is this. We've had pretty much few events. These level rush are one-time items, one-time claim events. I already claimed them. As you can see, I cannot claim them anymore. But each of them are for reaching a certain level. Level 1's 45, level 2's I believe is 50, 3 55, 4 60, and that's how it goes. Now the event that we had today is the anniversary event, which is gonna end in about like 3 days. 3 to 2 days. I believe it's 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. And we could get a few items from there, especially some sylph items. As you can see, we got some sylph arena going on as well. Now this is pretty much helpful for anybody who wants to advance their sylph. I managed to get a certain amount of items already ready and to increase them. Now there's one thing also that's been added to the cycle, the event cycle, is resistance crystals. Although it's not perfectly added, you could pretty much just use it by yourself without having too much to use. No, not too much to use. I mean, just doing it with whatever you got. And I did make a level 5 because I decided, at the long run, if I want to get all these, I should just make the level 5 and slowly increase my own resistance. Now we also got Skytra, which I will show you. I'm currently stuck in one, mostly due to my bad rating and my stats, but I'm almost cleared it. Now, what usually happens now, currently, is the mount cards. You could actually exchange them if you want more items, or if you already had more than one, you go in and exchange it. Now, this is also what comes in with the soul crystal, the soul crystal bonus. You can pretty much exchange whatever soul crystal you got for whips, runes, gold. And here's the main event, the anniversary shard exchange. As you can see, we get a lot of stuff from it. 200 total, 200 crystal shards which you can use right now. We got a resistance crystal, you could exchange that for that. If you got your souls, if you want to advance your souls, refine them, we got some star sand. Got some star shards, well, star shards going around, and for those who have Apollo and Hades, you got some divinity shards as well. Now this is pretty much the top three. Right now we got a mount. It's a plus 30 mount. It's not the best around, but you can still use it to increase your stats and do an overall increase, or better said, overhaul of your stats. Polo's also going out 450. Now we might have another 1 to 2 or more events that will offer Apollo and Hades. So if you guys are playing Wartune and want to get an Apollo and Hades, you can participate in this event. It will cost a bit of money to get them like first few days, unless you're pretty lucky in getting exchange items, such as the mount card, which you can pretty much exchange, get there faster. But it will take some money if you guys are willing to use some. But personally, I prefer Hades over Apollo. I just think it's more useful, has more useful skills, and Apollo is better for knights, and thus give you more in-depth coverage during awakening. But I still prefer Hades over Apollo, just personal preference. So I will show you, I did get the mount. I did get one mount, so I decided to use it and increase my own stats. As you can see, we have it right here. I will show it to you. It's kind of funny. It's as funny as the pig. It's the pig mount, but I think I'm just gonna run around a bit later on. Now, sylphs. We're gonna do the sylph event, and let me see. I'll probably can mask it. So yeah. Now, sylphs, you want to increase your overall battle rating for yourself. You want to make it go from blue to purple and so on. You need to use some sepulchrum to advance it further, but I will show you. I will make play one. Yeah, I'll let one go play. I'm confusing myself right now. Anyways, oh, on parts. Anyways, I do have a skip option for Silver Arena. I can skip ahead and finish the fight in like about, what is it, 10 seconds in, and yeah. Now this is currently my team that I'm running. As you can see, I do have a purple sylph. I'm planning to refine it, but for the moment I will not. I don't have to ice the needed items. I want to collect them, and yeah. As you can see, you can choose whatever formation you want, but most people definitely have an iris with them. It's like the one thing that you definitely need in a team. Those skills that iris have are definitely needed. You need a good recovery system, a good recovery, and a good way to do damage. So if you guys want to do the most damage possible, you need a good way to recover from the damage you receive. As you can see right now, these are currently the skills that I'm using for Sylph Arena. Most of them are just Delphix. The first go, first round, first turn from each of myself are Delphix. I want to do the most damage possible. Especially if they have an iris, I want to take out that iris as soon as possible. Because if that team keeps on recovering, it starts to get annoying and it starts to wear your own team down. So now in case I do get credit and my souls do go down to half health, I have Rain Dance set up, followed by Warm Spring. Now Warm Spring I chose last to be final priority on this whole set. Mostly because it's not as useful as Rain Dance. Since it only targets one person, it's not, how to say, as effective as Rain Dance should be. But by far, I do have one more way to recover my self, and that's devour soul for my Hades. So right now, I really want to have my Trihexa, tank as many hits as possible. As a few skills do only have to get the front row, while others are an AOE, area effect skill. So I want to keep those like that, make as much damage as possible without sacrificing too much. I think I just confused you guys right there. Anyways, now battle rating is always added in Sylph Arena, so the higher your Sylph's battle rating is, the higher the overall team's battle rating will be. So I'm just gonna skip ahead and get to the main event. I want to get those points. I want to increase my own. I want to increase my Sylphs more, especially Hades. I would definitely want to increase Hades. Damn, I can't go any further than this. Anyways, so due to my bad rating, I know I'm definitely gonna lose this. I will not be able to win. Trust me, if you fail, it's 20 plus more bad rating than minus, so I will lose. So there's pretty much no point in me just showing it right now. I want to get to the event, show you guys what you could do with the event, and so on. Now the higher your ranking is, the tougher the enemies are gonna be. Of course, it's a given. But unfortunately, this event you need to at least participate in it 5 times. And the XP you get is not half bad. It's actually, you can pretty much advance yourselves a bit more through this, but it's not it's not like doing what's it called, Spire or the Forgotten Catacomb, where you could get a lot of XP in one go. This is not, it's not that great in giving XP. So I believe this should be my fifth and final. After this, we will go to the event, and I will show you how I pretty much distribute everything within for myself. Well, we don't want to go there right now. Alright, so we got 5 Mara, so we're gonna use all of it on this sylph and advance it more. I want to get it purple. I do have a Gaia, I just don't want to use it. I feel it's a bit it's used too much. And you will always see a Gaia. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you will see a Gaia. And it's a pretty good sylph. If you want to use it, it's a good sylph. It has a high crit ability, and well, yeah, apart from its crit, it's pretty strong. And the best part of it is if you have an Iris. Iris is weak to Gaias. Rock paper scissors type. Water is weak to electric. Electric is weak to wind. Wind is weak to fire. Fire is weak to water. That's how the way it works. And most people who like knights sometimes do run Iris. Others run Apollo. But if you're gonna be a knight and you're gonna run an Iris, you will need to be careful because of Gaia. There is plenty of guys out there, and they will beat you. They will not hold back. They will beat you. They will beat you in one turn. And that I could tell you from experience. I've faced same levels, and I've been beaten by a guy in one turn. Especially using my fire sylph, which has better resistance to electric than Iris. Anyway, let's go enchant this. There we go. And let's see the overall stats. So I do pretty decent damage. My defense isn't the best. I have enough HP. Now, the one thing that I do hear a lot is to, put all your points into endurance. The way I see it, it's not the smartest thing to do. If you're gonna put all your points into, endurance, which turns into HP. For example, here I have 1,009 into strength, 995 into endurance, and 950 into armor. Now, most people will not have this setup. Most people will have more endurance, which increases your HP and increases your battle rating at the same time. So, if you want to increase your battle rating, just drop all your points into your stealth endurance, and it will increase your battle rating. It will also add to your own HP. Now, most people will tell you to do this. Uh, I personally, I would suggest. Now, this is gonna be a suggestion, my own opinion, to split it evenly between strength and endurance. But keep in mind that the more strength you have, the more damage you will do, especially when you awaken. When you awaken, your strength, the total attack you have, whatever your self is, if it's physical or magic, will be joined with the total attack of your character. For example, here I have more defense than attack, but I still have not spun the blessing wheel. So having more attack for me is better. I could do more damage, and having enough armor, I could take enough damage in turn. So that's what I believe. But if you guys want to change it up, put everything in endurance, increase your overall endurance, go ahead. But one thing I will mention about putting everything in endurance, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do that for the self, make sure it's a self that you will always use and that you will always enchant. Because enchanting will give you more, more stats, more endurance, more intelligence, armor, and strength. It will also increase your overall battle rating, which will increase your own character's battle rating. So if you can do endurance and endurance only self, I suggest you have more than enough sepulchrum to enchant it, to max it enchant yourself, because that's the only way that you will be able to do enough damage to your opponent without doing the same amount of damage that you do with your regular toon or regular character. Now, I do have a few items. If you did see, I have almost enough to refine my fire self. I do want to refine it. It will increase my battle rating. It will increase everything. I'll be able to further enhance it and do a lot more. However, right now I'm not able to do it because I'm missing about 2 5-star tiers if I do it, and I believe, what is it, 50? I'm missing a 78 star sand, which is gonna be hard to get. Now, yes, devotion. Everybody loves devotion. Anyways, you will get certain items which are pretty much useful, and others that are not. Alright, so what else do I have here? Right, the fate. Now, fates will help you a lot. It will increase your attack, it will increase your defense, it will give you some positive buffs that you could use and will need in order to face higher battle rating people. I'm just starting to say, so I'm really sorry, guys. That's not that good of a spin, but it's still gonna be useful. As you can see, I do have them both at level 6, and I really want to increase my attack because my armor is already gonna be increased. I plan to put all my training whips into my armor, so I better increase my overall attack, even if it's by 100. If it's by 100, it's still something. Now, gonna open up these chests that I do have saved up here. Now for gems, if you're gonna hoard them and keep collecting them, I suggest what you do is you turn them into a gem that you're gonna need. For example, I already have all of them are level 6. I have a level 5 magic defense gem right here. All of them are level 6 attack, level 6 defense, and I have few level 5 magic defense. So I want to increase my own magical defense, as it's pretty low. It's too low to face any mages, and probably take some lower damage. So I really want to increase that. So I'm mostly just gonna do magic defense gems until the vent comes in. After that, I am going to get my level 6 magical defense, and I might to get more my buy, because you definitely need to buy them. They will cost money, and I'm sorry to inform you guys this, but after level 5, not level 5, level 6. Wait, what? Oh my god, I'm just going crazy right here. No, after level, what is it, 4, you will need to buy them. They do not, level 5 and 6 do not cost much. They will not take too much money. You can just put in like about $5 and you can buy the ones you need. But the higher you go, the more the cost will go. And I'm definitely gonna need level 7, level 8 pretty soon. But I will also need level 9 in order to get level 10s and higher, which you can only get from, I believe it's the Tormented Necropolis, which is right here. Now you unlock this at level, after completing level 100. You unlock this. You can see I am nearing level 10. I am not past level 10. I cannot pass it, unfortunately. As you can see, these will offer a few gem synthesis formulas. This will offer a level 9. So if you don't want to buy a level 9, you could always go blitz to level 10 and continue on. Now that that's done, I do want to go into battlegrounds. I need to get some honor. I need to get some insignia. I missed the first one, but the other one's gonna open in a few minutes. So I will wait and join it once it starts. Can it start? Nope. Can't even join the tanks. No, that's a problem. Now then, yeah, I think I should talk about farms. Now, farms are a bit tricky. First off, you need to increase your land up. You need to increase your land. This will cost a few balance, but you can use bound balance for the first few levels. And the more it goes up, the higher it goes up, the more rewards you get from your Tree of Ancients, which will give you Kyanite. You need Kyanite. I do have this in full screen, so sorry for that. You need Kyanite to increase, technologies, blessing wheel. You need that. Also, the plants you have will give you more. The higher the level it is, the more you will receive from your plants, as well as the time needed for them to, give you items. It will get shorter and shorter the higher it is. Now this, you guys will see me doing this. This is known as stealing. Now there are a few people have tested this out. Some of them say that it does not affect the amount that you get, whether someone takes from your plants or not. No one really knows, but I mean, if it's there and you need it, why not? This is also part of the game, so this shouldn't be seen as a crime, right? Anyways, this is what you're gonna be doing in farm. I mostly do just collect. Collect something that's ready. Just go around collecting it and use it for myself. So yeah, that's about it. This is my farm. I think, should I? I do need connect, so I will get myself a level 2. What else do I need? I need Daru. Daru I definitely do need. So it's sort of 9, so I just need 8. Now, these usually take out too much space in my inventory, so I do not want to have more than what I need. And usually you need 9 unless they open up the next level, which is right here. It's coming soon, guys, so we gotta wait. But unless they open it up, we won't have it. All right, so these orders in like 3 hours 35 minutes. These level 2. They finish in 4 hours, but since mine's level 6, I get a time reduction. So I got about 25%, 25 minutes reduced out of the total 4 hours. So that's pretty good for me. Now I think, yeah, I'll make it a different video. Next video is gonna be my rant about patch 3.1. It's a very, very bad patch for us knights. It's painful and it's gonna screw many of us over. And I was planning to show you guys build a block knight for the later levels, which will help you as you can restore your own health. But I will tell you guys this: if you're level 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, please try building a block knight. It will help you during these levels, as your health will not be, too crazy high to get more health restored. But during those levels, it will help you. Once you reach level 64 and higher, it will not be any. It won't be of any use. It will block some damage, but it will not restore your health. Mostly because they capped the health restoration. They capped it at 30k. Which, if you do look at most people's, health, 30k, not enough. I have 78k total health. If I get attacked by you know 60k, I pretty much lost 3k right there. Even if I do get the health restoration up, it will not help be of enough help. Enough help. However, I will point this out. I will definitely point this out right now. If you guys do look at your talents, they do give you a perfect setup to continue using your overall block. And I believe it's meditation. Intercept has a chance of restoring 5% of your health. Now, I do not have intercept up high enough to use it. Better said, in my talents, better said, my skills, I do not have intercept open. I do have it in my first skills, but these are mostly, spread out. It's too spread out. I don't want to use them. I'm mostly using my skills 1, which are mostly focused on damage and some protection. But once I do get intercept, I will definitely start leveling this up. But now I will not touch it. But if you guys want to build a block, a block knight, you guys can pretty much focus on using intercept, which is pretty good if you're gonna block other people. Make sure they don't use dull fix or AoEs, which for mages they have a lot of AoE. They have a lot of ways to restore their health. And if you use an intercept on them, you could stop them in their tracks. They will not lose a turn, but they will lose the ability to use those skills. And if you restore percentage of your HP, it's then a perfect way to get it. Now there's a lot of stuff you could do with blocks, and you guys can still build a block knight. For me right now, I am too low of battle range to have a block knight up. I won't rebuild one once I get a high enough battle rating and get all my stuff to legendary. And that's when I will get it. I really want to get these up to at least level 3 at least before I do build it. And yeah, that's what I really want. So I will say this to you guys. if you guys are gonna build different classes, you can have to pay in mind on future patches. I will inform you guys about future patches once I get the information. Now, I do not have an account in a Chinese Wartune. Unfortunately, I will not make one as I cannot read Chinese or Mandarin. So I will have to wait until a good translation comes out. But there are players out there who do this and they are informed. So I will bring you the information as soon as it comes out. As well, if I'm not too busy, I will also bring you guys the information on events. One thing that I will mention, if you guys are watching this video, is there is an event coming up. It has clothing, it has some mounts. I will show you the clothing because they did add it. I believe this is going to be an event that's coming on this month. And this is the total set right here. This may be the set that we will get next week. Because once the 13th is over, it's usually to like 2 to 3 days of waiting just to get more. That's to let people, get more balance in and before they start spending. So this may be the set that's gonna come out. Now, I do like the armor, I do like the weapon, I do not like the helm, I do not really like the wings. So I decided, play around a bit and check this out. Check how this looks. Look at that. It just fits. Personally, I think it fits. It does not fit with the weapon, but it kind of fits with the armor. And I am not going to be able to build this. But yeah, that may be coming up soon. So if you guys, want to get this, you guys may need to spend a bit. I will also show you the mount that's coming up. It's definitely looks nice. It's the Molten Dragon. It's another plus 30 mount, but from the looks of it, you will get more mount strength. You will definitely get a high enough boost in your stats. And if you guys, get it, it will be helpful for you guys. So, anyways, I am gonna stop it here. So, thank you guys for watching. Of course, like, comment, subscribe. Your comments, I definitely want your opinions on what you think. Because if you guys, tell me what you guys think, I could reply to you. If you guys have any questions, I will answer them. I do not have, complete information about Wartune. I am not completely immersed in Wartune, unfortunately, as I do have to, go around doing my job, and I do sometimes have more than one job at that time. So I'm usually busy. So I will get these videos out when I can, as soon as I can. Right now, I will put up like 3 more videos up. One of them is gonna be my rant. Then, although I've been ranting this whole video, but anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.